Okay, how do you do? Had a very interesting day today. I always say that before a video. I guess because I try to fill my days with things that interest me. Therefore, having an interesting day. I went to the garden and I ate a bunch of really cool heirloom vegetables. I'm going to talk about some of those veggies that I had today. Let's start off with the amarillo. Okay. Hello, what do you think you're doing? Amarillo is a yellow carrot, and it's a very good carrot. I was pulling these out of the garden today, and these are my new favorite carrot. This is the best carrot I ever had. They're really bright yellow and they're pretty solid carrots, very crunchy, and they're full of juice. It has a very, very sweet carrot pungent taste. I can't really, it's just really good. You can taste it all through your sinus and taste buds. It's a really, really good carrot. So good. I ended up munching a bunch of these. I had maybe about 12 or 13 of these carrots. I ended up having a full belly of carrots. And I have a bunch that's still left in the ground. They're medium sized, and since I pulled most of the big carrots out, it's gonna let some light hit that, and hopefully those carrots will swell up quite nicely. But yeah, this is a very good carrot. This is going to be on my top favorite carrot list. And the carrots are heirloom, so these carrots are pretty exclusive. You can't just go anywhere and buy these, So yeah, these carrots. 2 thumbs up. 1, 2. I planted a few of these today. This is a Amish deer tongue lettuce. This is actually valued because it's so rugged and heavy producing. It's a thick, compact variety of lettuce. I hear that they actually grow really nicely when sown thickly, but I didn't do that. This is actually an experimental variety of lettuce, and now that I decided I like this lettuce, I will be planting more, and this is a good time to plant lettuce because this is a cold hardy variety of lettuce. So during the cold season, I will still hopefully be getting some Amish deer tongue lettuce. Very cool variety of lettuce. And the reason it's called deer tongue lettuce is because they say it resembles the tongue of a deer. I don't know, you tell me. The taste of this lettuce is nothing crazy, but it tastes like very good lettuce. But they are very rugged and cold hardy, so that's why I planted this variety of lettuce, because I wanted something that can withstand the cold temperatures, and I live in a place where it does get pretty cold. And that's one of the beauties of growing heirloom vegetables, because these plants have been bred and are adapted for certain parts of the world and certain climates. And I'm here up north, and this is cold hardy, and I live in a place where it gets cold, so it only makes sense. Another interesting green that I harvested today was Mizuna. It's a Asian green. It's a Japanese green, but it is native to China, and I haven't seen this in the store. I know you can buy these at Asian markets, but they're not commercially sold in supermarkets, so this is also a pretty exclusive vegetable. It grows like a lettuce. It's like a cross between arugula and lettuce, because it has a very sharp mustardy taste like arugula does, but also has a very mild taste like lettuce. So it's like a lettuce arugula. And they grow fairly quickly. I took handfuls of seeds and just kind of threw them in a section of the garden, and they just took off. And the way I harvest these is I snip at the base to cut the mature leaves away instead of rooting up the whole plant, because this is a more sustainable way of harvesting your food, because the plant will grow back and produce more food. And I have this stuff grown in abundance. Very, very vigorous, quick-growing, tasty green. Here is what the Mizuna seeds look like. They're very, very tiny seeds. They look very similar to bok choy or broccoli seeds. Just small, round seeds. Very, very small seeds. Mizuna. coming to a theater near you. Here we have a Heirloom Collard. I was actually very excited about this guy. This is a limited edition seed from Seed Savers Exchange. The variety is called Old Timey Blue. This seed was actually donated to Seed Savers Exchange in 1989 by Ralph Blackwell from Alabama. In his donation letter, Ralph described how this variety has been grown by his family for over 100 years and how his mother used to use the leaves to make a similar dish to sauerkraut. So that's another thing about heirloom seeds. These seeds have been bred for hundreds of years by farmers with selective breeding to create varieties that would do well in the environment that they were in. There aren't many varieties of collards left in the world, and a lot of them have been lost. And it's good to save seeds like this because these varieties will be long lost if we don't preserve them. The plant actually is very, very attractive. It has almost like a blue-green leaves, and they have purple stems and veins. Very, very tasty collards. They cook well, and they actually taste pretty good raw too. You wrap them in vegetables or whatever you decide to do with collard leaves, but they're really tasty raw. Very, very distinct flavor. I don't have too many of these plants growing, and I don't have many seeds left. I have about 25 of these seeds, and my goal is to actually let these overwinter and go to seed for next season, because I would love to save the seeds of these collards because they're so rare and tasty and productive. The plant can grow up to 2 feet tall. The way I harvest these leaves is I actually break off the bottom leaves and let the new leaves bloom, and that's the way you should harvest things. That's a sustainable way of harvesting vegetables, to take things from the plant as needed and don't pull up the whole plant or destroy the plant, so it can still produce more. Hopefully I'll be collecting seeds from this very, very rare variety of collard. Yeah, these were very cool varieties, and I was pretty excited to grow these varieties, and I'm happy with what I got, and I'm sure there's plenty more to come from it too. I actually made a meal with some of the stuff that I harvested today. I used the Mizuna and the Collards, gave those a really good wash, and I sauteed some onions, some heirloom garlic that I grew early in the season, and some peppers, and I added the Mizuna and the Collards and sauteed that just for a little bit, and it tasted really good. Straight from the garden. Yeah, very, very tasty meal, very, very interesting day, very cool varieties of vegetables, exclusive varieties of vegetables. And I hope you guys like the music, because I've been dealing with an issue. I guess some of my videos can be viewed on a mobile phone, and I think it's because I use a lot of music that I'm listening to during whatever time in my life and in my videos. So I guess I'm limited because of the copyright issues on certain music. So I want to start creating my own music for my videos. My friend Rusty actually let me use his loop pedal, and I had fun with some distortions and loops on the bass, creating the background music for this video. Hopefully more to come.